Hello everyone, I'm Tripti Chaudhary Ved, a child, adolescent, and young adult psychologist, and this is my video 2 of my video series on how to cope with COVID 19. What I'm going to talk to you today about is how to get through social distancing with the family. Social distancing, as we all know, is something that we're all trying to practice now with lockdowns and curfews, implemented everywhere. We're all, as a family, within the narrow confined space of our own homes. So how do we get through, this situation without much friction, right? So here are my pointers on how to get through this phase. Point number one is have discussions, have family discussions. I cannot stress the importance of having family discussions at this time. They are important because they will help children get clarity on what is going on. It will also give an open space for everybody to talk about how they feel about it, what doubts they may have, what clarifications they might need, and just a free space to express how they're feeling. So family discussions are very important. Keep adding to the information as in when you find out about new stuff. Children need to know something. They don't need to know everything, but giving them some amount of information is always a good idea because it reduces the uncertainty that they might be experiencing. Now, second point that I'd like to come to, and which is very highly debatable today, is routine. You'll read umpteen things where people say that you need to have a routine, while some others going to say that don't have a routine, just let children be, let yourself be. What I suggest is a balance between the two. Have periods in the day which are have some structure, while also have some periods in the day which are not planned, where you can just enjoy, do nothing, or do something, or do whatever. So I would suggest a healthy balance between routine and non-routine would be a good way to go about it. Third is taking media breaks as a family. Now, there's a lot of stuff coming in via the media. Our tickers are always on. So, every few minutes we're updated with what's going on. It would be a good idea to sort of switch off the tickers for short periods during the day. It's a good idea to take media breaks. To also clarify the media to children will also be very important because at this time they hear things from all other sources and they don't know how to process it. Then coming on to managing time. Again, like I said before, some timings are okay. Let's say have a wake up time, have a sleep time, have some meal times, have some, school work time. Those things are going to help create structure. And let's also remember that for younger children predictability is an important factor because it creates safety and security in their minds. For older children, what one could encourage is that plan the next day one day in advance so that they know that there is some amount of structure to their day as well. Now coming to family time versus alone time. Now this is a very important aspect for all parents to be wary about. That just because children are home the whole day doesn't mean that everyone needs to be together the whole day. Encourage that me time for yourself and for your children. Create that balance of family time versus alone time for everybody in the house, right? The next point I'm going to come is to don't start helicopter parenting. Just because you're around, just because your children are always there, be around, but don't interfere a lot or don't become overbearing as parents because that's going to lead to more friction. Do a lot of fun stuff. Explore things as a family that you haven't done before. Gardening, it could be photography, it could be, making home videos, it could be playing jigsaw puzzle as a family, it could be, learning a language, it could be doing just a lot of different things that, one could do. Some periods of day, like I mentioned earlier, just do nothing. Just lie in bed, snuggle with your kids, look outside the window, and don't do anything. Teach children the importance of just being in the moment or just pausing, getting bored. Those are also important things to do at this time. Let's do chores together. Involve children in doing the chores together. You don't need to make it sound very instructional. Like, let's say, you're setting the table, you invite the children to help you out. Just put on a song and do a little jig while you decide to set the table. The children will, find it really funny and they'll start partaking in the responsibility on their own instead of it coming as an instruction from you. So make tasks fun. Involve them in what you're doing. It'll be a good family time as well. The last point that I want to come to is stay positive. Calmer parents always make for calmer children. Remember that if you panic, your children will panic. If you show negativity, that negativity will get seeped in their hearts for a very, very, very long time. So keep the atmosphere at home healthy, positive, uh, joyful, hopeful, very important. Teach empathy to children at this time. Teach how we need to be with each other at this time. Some of these concepts of solidarity, peace, being with one another, supporting one another. These are good times to, teach those kind of concepts to your kids and reaffirm it to yourself as well. Remember how we behave with our children today will go a long way in developing their resilience for their future. So hang in there, take care, and keep watching this space for further videos. Bye.